Alright guys, as you can see, I got Deb right where I want her. In the kitchen, cooking me up something. What we're doing is, we showed you a video earlier of cutting the swamp cabbage, and this is what we're fixing to do. Deb's browning her sausage, has been browning it for a little bit yet. She's just added her onions. We used 2 large onions. We didn't have 2, so we used 3 smaller onions, and she's tendering the onion up. I'm gonna reach over real quick. There's our pot of swamp cabbage. We're fixing to get it going. And what we do is we use the okra. She just come from the garden to cut us some okra. So we're gonna add the okra to the cabbage. We'll just put that under the boil with the cabbage itself. She'll literally take the sausage out and dump grease and all right to the pot to flavor it. And anyway, then we add salt and pepper, and guys, that's basically about it. Then what we do, we bring it to a boil, and once we get it on a boil, then what we do is we turn around and cut it down and simmer it kind of high, but for about 20 minutes. But you'll be able to tell when it's tender. And again, it's basically like a cabbage, and however you like your cabbage, how you do it. So what you got going, Deb?
Well, I got, as you said, my sausage and my onions. What I'll do is I'll get these onions kind of cooked down a little bit. Not a whole lot, but some. And then, like you just said, I'll dump this all in the pot there. And we will then let it cook. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put my okra in. Dump it right on in there. Give it a little stir.
We had 1 jar of tomatoes already in, and we saved another jar. So all she's going to do, these are tomatoes we canned. She's going to dump them off in there. Now, I'm going to give somebody a little advertisement. This sausage comes from Georgia, Waycross. There it is. I try not to let everybody know, but I'm going to slip up this morning and tell you. It's called Lee & Davis is the brand, and it's made in Waycross, Georgia. And we found this stuff through a good buddy of ours who's actually went to school with my brother. About knocked Debbie's skillet off the stove. Let me back up out of her way. But Wayne lives in Alma, Georgia, and this is packed in Waycross, which isn't very far apart. But Wayne calls us from time to time. How you doing on your sausages, Doug? And I'll tell him. And then when he comes down to visit Shane or come by, he'll drop us off, and we'll buy 100 to 150 pounds of this stuff. It is absolutely delicious. But the reason we buy so much is we use it ourselves. It's great on an open fire grill. If you guys have got a little grill like I've showed in some of the other videos, you can throw some oak wood under that and throw some of this sausage on there, and man, have a loaf of bread and eat like a darn king. But it's really exceptionally good sausage. But again, the reason we buy so much is all of our neighbors that live around us have all tried this sausage. So every time I order 150 pounds, Wayne will bring it down to us in a bunch of coolers, and then they come by. This guy wants 10 pounds. This guy wants 20 pounds. This guy wants 10 pounds. This guy wants 5 pounds. So anyway, they've come to start asking me, when the heck are you going to get some more of that sausage in? But again, it's Lee & Davis from Waycross, Georgia, and it is good. She's using the big links this morning, where they also have a breakfast link. We like the hot sausage. This pack here was not the hot, but normally that's what we get, it's the hot style. But we get a little bit of each and just kind of mix and match it. But anyway, that's what she's doing. She's fixing to dump this off here in a little bit. She'll just add this to her pot. We'll probably add a little bit more water after we get this in there, and then we'll bring it to a boil. And again, once we get it to a boil, we'll turn it back some, and simmer it for 20, 25, maybe even 30 minutes. Just use your own judgment. Then salt and pepper to taste. I like it just in a bowl. I like it in a bowl with rice underneath. I really like it that way, covered with rice, or covering the rice. But again, people, it's really good. There's some work involved getting it, but in the same breath, it's really good. So another thing I did while we had some this morning is, this is just mine, but it's a swamp cabbage slaw. And all I do is I take some of the swamp cabbage, and it's great. It's a good salad, people. But anyway, what I do is I add a little bit of, I preferably like Miracle Whip, but a lot of people just use mayonnaise. But I'll add a little bit of mayonnaise to that, and then I'll cut up a couple olives, 3 or 4 or 5 olives, throw down in there, and then I like pickled okra on the side, eating with it. So that's going to be my lunch. Is I'm having a swamp cabbage slaw with a couple pieces of pickled okra, a few olives, a little paprika, salt and pepper, and we also cut up a little bit of onion in it. And that's our slaw we make with our swamp cabbage. So guys, this is basically how we do it. It's very simple. It's very good too. You beat the dumper, Dan?
Yep.
Have at it.
Yep.
Look at that, isn't that pretty? That's good enough to eat right by itself. Get you a darn piece of Cuban bread or something, or a hot dog roll, and throw that on there with them onions. Ooh. What do you think, Deb? That's pretty good, or we need a little more water? Would you add some?
Maybe a little, I think.
You have any right there, Bonnie?
Yeah, there's some right there.
You had a glass here ready. Okay, basically all you're doing is just getting it covered. And then again, boy, I can make some racket and a mess. You'll be glad when I get out of here. But again, we just kind of cover it, bring it to a boil, turn it down, let it simmer 20 or 30 minutes. And it's kind of to your own taste. I like mine kind of tender. So anyway, that's what we do. And then once we get this cooked, then tonight I'll have this served over some rice. And we just go from there. So, but this is what we do. I know you can do it other ways. This is what Deb and I like. And anyway, that's it. Deb, you got anything you want to say to everybody today?
I would just like to say I hope everybody's doing fine. And remember, you out there, have your checkups done regular. And if you notice anything different, get straight to your doctor and have it checked. Because we don't want this cancer to get out of hand like it is. Let's put a stop to it, and let's all do what we can to prevent it. And y'all have a blessed day, and God bless.
Well, there you go. Well, guys, again, we appreciate you guys watching this, and this is about it. I may take some pictures of it later on this evening and put up on our site just to show the finished product. But basically, look down in the pot, and that's kind of what you got. But this stuff will cook down. It'll change color. It'll be not so white. Be a little more grayish, and but man, it is good. But again, if you see me, there ain't too much that you call food that I don't call good. So my wife is going to tell you guys goodbye, and we'll be seeing you in the near future. And go ahead, Deb.
Bye.
Y'all have a great day. If you want to check out our website, www.ridingouttherecession.com, or go to the Canada Free Press, and you can link to us there as well at www.canadafreepress.com. You guys have a great day, and God bless all of you.